Hey guys, welcome back to CreateZim, and today we are discussing the question of survival. Can we really do this? Like feeling trapped all the time? Will we ever get to this, or will we have to find like a new normal? Today I have three guests, and they're going to introduce themselves. We're going to start with our practitioner or our student psychologist in this case, Fadzai.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Fadzai, and I'm a final year student at the University of Zimbabwe studying psychology.
Oh, hi guys. I'm Nzwani. I'm currently studying in Port Elizabeth, and this is my final year.
Hi guys, my name's Sana, and I'm just waiting to go to university in September, hopefully.
Cool. So, yeah, you guys can pitch in whenever you would like. So, yeah, how are your lockdown experiences going in regard to survival? Do you see the light? Do you not see the light?
Well, for me, like at first, when lockdown first started, I wasn't seeing the light because I had lost my routine and everything. So like I was kind of losing my mind because I didn't have a system or anything to keep me going. But now, like I finally found a routine. I've been waking up earlier, sleeping a bit early. So yeah, now I'm starting to see the light, but before, yeah, no.
All right. As for me, it's been depressing and hectic because I was looking forward to my graduation. I was looking forward to finishing school. You know that feeling when you have on your final semester, and you feel like I'm going and it's happening. So when this whole thing started to me, it was more depressing. It's more like a discouragement. But yeah, when you start reading books and start Googling about how to survive and just spending time in the Word of God, honestly, it's been quite encouraging. But at first, it was so discouraging because I was looking forward to finishing school. And then when this whole thing happened, like it happened all of a sudden when we were prepared. So I was really, really discouraged.
Joanny, is it better in South Africa?
No. So for me, when all of this started, I also felt like everything was falling apart, right? Because I'd only started getting into the routine of balancing school, going to the gym, eating well. I felt like everything was kind of falling into place, and then now all of a sudden you have to restructure, and on top of that, I'm feeling trapped because it's like if anything is to happen to me, I'm by myself here, right? Okay, I have my aunt, but like my family is like so far away. I just felt like everything was falling apart, and just not like also the aspect of not being able to go home is something that took like a heavy hit on my mental health. But now it's like I'm coping, and it's like it's okay, things will be okay.
Yeah, I hear you. And are these like similar feelings your friends are feeling? Like what's like, have you talked to other people about it? What's happening?
Well, with me, like all my friends are like, well, those that are in South Africa have just started uni and stuff. So right now they're all like worried about falling behind, worried about how like where they're gonna be when they go back to uni. And that's how they're feeling. And then there's others of us that are waiting to go to uni and like they're just concerned about whether we're gonna be able to go or we'll have to start online. And those are just the like stresses that we're facing.
For me, my friends are all kind of doing different things. So just also getting to hear how they're experiencing lockdown in different aspects. So like some people be home, so they're kind of okay. But even being at home, they feel a bit anxious as well. And me and my friends, so it's just like, as you see that everyone else is going through their own kind of stuff, it's like, it's okay. I just need to figure out how to go through this experience, tailoring it to make myself feel as best as I can. Yeah.
Yeah, as for me, I've been checking on my friends, and my friends have been calling me, and it seems like most of them they are very anxious about the future, and They really don't know what the next normal will be, what will happen, what the future holds, and this thing is going to end, like really. And you have people telling you that maybe it's the end of the world. So they're actually panicking and thinking it's not gonna work. But yeah, I feel like most of my friends are a bit anxious about it. But yeah, we've been taking time to do some coping.
Yeah, like I can definitely relate. I think calling has helped a lot, but sometimes when I call my friends, I think we're just having the same conversations like, yeah, today I've gone for my jog and I've studied and I've watched Netflix for like 5 hours and I woke up at 12 today. Um, so what have you guys found helpful in regard to like coping mechanisms? Like,
Well, for me, like I found that I needed to do something with my time because I was really just sleeping and watching Netflix, and that's all I would do. So I went online and I found a free online course. So I'm currently doing a course on positive psychiatry and mental health. So I'm learning more about my mental health and like just more in general because like I'm not well aware of like a lot of the stuff in depth. So that's been helpful. So now I know how to deal with myself when I feel like I'm getting anxious or stressed about the situation or something. I know how to like sort of deal with it. And then I've also just been helping a lot, getting closer to my family, like spending more family time. So that's been helping a lot as well.
Just with just the transition of feeling like my routine was falling apart when I started like gradually waking up at 2 I mean at like 2, like at random times in the afternoon and then sleeping at 5 in the morning. That it drove me nuts. It's like this makes no sense for you to be doing stuff like that, but then just being like, okay, you're in a new transition. The
mm,
standards that you held yourself to, like that world doesn't exist anymore. So be productive in the hours that you do wake up if you can, and if not, we try again the next day. So just being gentle with myself has been something that's really helped me through dealing with everything. Yeah.
yeah, so like loving yourself, understanding yourself, and then just like I guess trying your best to do what you can when you can do it. That's helpful.
Hmm.
And for Zai, from I guess a final year psychologist perspective, what would you recommend as coping mechanisms?
Okay, so for me, I managed to make what I call a self-care bingo. We at first you wake up, you get up and dance, and then you enjoy a good meal. You just make a good meal and you enjoy. Then you take 3 deep breaths. Every time you feel anxious, just breathe deeper, and then you positive talk good about yourself, talk good about the situation, and avoid a lot of those chain messages about COVID. There are a lot of conspiracy theories about it. Just avoid it. Then one of the things that I'd also do was to sing my favorite song every time I feel depressed and I feel like, oh my God, this is not going anyway. I'll sing my favorite song and then I'll meditate for a few minutes, just meditate, and take a nap, sometimes asleep. And also I felt like this was also a season for me to grow, like what she said. You just wake up in the morning, you sleep, you watch movies. But I also made sure that this is a time for me to grow. Get a book, read. If it's about psychology, if it's about me growing, if it's about me being the woman or the vision of myself that I promised myself to be when I was young, just look for a book to read and then grow and not be hard on yourself. Sometimes when you're just trying too hard to make it work and too hard to think, oh God, what is tomorrow going to be like? Will I graduate? Will I do this? But also this season has also helped me to take things one step at a time. So for me, that has been it. Just yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. You guys all touched on very interesting things, from reflecting on yourself to self-care bingo to like online courses. And that is really, really helpful. And I guess the the difficult thing about quarantine or lockdown is like days become repetitive. We feel trapped. We feel like we're just in this, I guess, this show which is just on like mind every single time. And so, how do you guys, I guess, keep things fresh or keep things new?
Well, I've been like switching up my days. So I've been trying to work out. So on some days, I'll do different like workouts so that it's sort of different and sort of new and exciting to do. And then like with this online course, like every day is a different lesson. Like so it's interesting. I've drawn more into it. So that's like keeping my days different. And then like my mom and I, we've just been doing different projects around the house. So that's also like making it interesting and different throughout the day. So yeah, that's been helping.
That's cool. You want to share one of the projects you've done?
So I recently, well, I finished drawing something on my wall and then I'm planning on painting that. And then we got some old chairs from my grandmother's house that like was starting to rust and whatever. But now like we sandpapered them down, then we're gonna paint them and like redo them. So yeah.
For me as well with the workouts, so I'll like just I have like my favorite fitness YouTube type, Instagram type girls, and then I just go on their pages and see how what I can do from their workouts. So that's just a way that I keep my days interesting. Another thing that I do is just I take time to check out if my plant's doing all right. That's something that's really helped me throughout quarantine, just like seeing my plant grow and just like having something to take care of besides myself. Um, yeah. And then I'll like watch like a documentary or something. That's been something that I've been getting really into, just like watching different documentaries. So instead of just like binging on my favorite soapy, which I had been doing, now I'm just like, I guess I could take like a time of just like trying to learn something or like, deep into something else.
Would you recommend any documentaries?
So recently I just been watching the Bush family diaries and just seeing how their dynasty kind of was doing the presidential thing. So that's what I was into currently. I don't know if you want to that.
Are you thinking of starting your own dynasty?
Oh, I guess, I guess. I hadn't thought about it, but I guess that's not a bad thing to just put out there.
Okay, well, as for me, I've been trying the workouts and the exercise. Sometimes I give up a bit earlier because I feel tired easily, but well, I've been trying. And also with my friends, we started a wellness initiative for students. So we'll be sending motivational quotes each and every day. So it kept me going. It also encouraged me, and it also has been encouraging others. So yeah, we started wellness initiative for students where we're just sending cards to students where we're just sending how to love yourself, self-care, self-love, and all that. So that has been it for me.
Cool. So yeah, we are approaching the end of our discussion. Do you guys have any questions?
I wanted to ask about like meditation. So that's something I've been trying to like channel into for a while, but it never works. So I just kind of wanted to hear how you do it, or like what's your like take on it, and yeah, just your way of doing it to see if that's something I could try as well.
Okay.
But sorry.
Well, all right. Okay, it's fine. So what I did is when I realized that I was being too hard on myself, I say to myself, I'm going to write 30 things that I love about myself. So I had a list of the 30 things that I love about myself. And every time I'll close my eyes and meditate on those things and forget about the negative. So I had a list of 30 things that I love about myself, and I'll just focus on those. I had also a list of the positive things, and I'll meditate on those. And also it's also meditating on the word of God. What does the word of God says? He says, I will never leave nor forsake you. So whenever I feel like I'm on my own and people are dying, am I going to be the next person here? I'll just close my eyes and say, Lord, you said you will never leave nor forsake me. So yeah, I'll keep meditating on the goodness of the Lord, and that was it for me.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you guys for your time. I really appreciate it.